essentially took 2 of their corps. They pushed out across the Chickahominy River, swinging north and east, and then pile drove us here. We had a line that was set up all the way across here. We couldn't quite concentrate in time to repel the Rebs here. We have Keim now marching from the south because we were trying to do, on the campaign map, you might say, it could work like this from a narrative perspective. We had sent Keim on a bit of his own flanking march, let's say, crossing the Chickahominy a little further north from Mechanicsville, and we were going to try to come upon the rebels on the flank somewhere in here, but as it turns out, they beat us to the punch. Keim is out of position, and the rest of the army kind of on the run. At this point, I'm not entirely sure if I want to start to withdraw units from these reduced formations. I'm not entirely sure yet what I want to do. We still have Hancock and McDowell pulling back from their earlier positions around here, and we're still marching Keim on. I'm not going to give it up just yet, but I'm thinking seriously about pulling back and trying to re-rack this thing out north of Richmond, perhaps strike a new victory in the next couple of weeks in game. We'll see. What we are going to do, though, is we're going to give the victory location over the Confederates right here. We're going to do that. The hope is we can reform. So you can see the battle that continues right here. We need these boys. Retreat. Run. See, let's have these boys form this column right here. Let's get moving, get moving. Go, go, go. Trying to move here. Let's get these guns right up here. Double time. Keep moving. Hey, hey, hey! There's the meat cutter in with a $10 donation. One of my esteemed members and a leader of the community here at Alternate History Gaming. And my man. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Let's see what you had to say, brother. Finally made it in time. I'm excited to have a fresh bottle of whiskey on the desk. Let's do some damage. Boys! You better believe it. Love you, dude. Thanks for being in tonight. Appreciate the donation. You are the lifeblood, my friend. All respect due to you. You earn that money, and you come share a little bit of it with me. Oh, my goodness. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's see what we can do tonight, boys. Let's see what we can do. All right, we have 2 semi-fresh divisions that are on the move. We have Keim's Corps that is on the move. We have an evolving battle right here. A real evolving fight. Oh, we got stopped. Okay. Seymour is going to stop and fight some more, I guess. Let's take him off of AI. We'll micro. We got to save our men. We got to try to save our men. Come on, get out of here. Come on, get out of here. Okay, Sherman he's going to stick with them. But we need to get Sherman back. Double time him. Keep moving, boys. Keep moving. Keep moving. Okay, Grover's division of Hancock's Corps. These boys are still doing just fine. Some of his artillery didn't quite make it out yet. Let's get him here. Go. Okay, we're going to pull out of here. Okay, Greg with his Sharps carbine, 1,670 men. Let's get him. Let's get him right. How's this terrain look right here? Let's go right here with him. Let's get his scouts out. That way we can continue to see the Rebs. Seymour, they're falling back. They're going to break soon, though. They've lost 2/3 of their men, and yet they fight on. A hat doffed for Seymour's brigade. Stubborn in their fight. They have been a key unit for us with their Mississippi rifles all battle long. If they break, there'll be no shame in them doing so. Okay, Hayes Division. You boys. Get in these woods right here. All right. Ferry, your division. All right, get right here. All right. Okay, Cooper's artillery. Let's get these boys. Ooh, losing control here. Losing control. Here we go. Let's get our guns set up right here. All right, let's go. Ooh, I feel the energy flowing. All right. McClellan's 3-inch ordnance rifles. Let's also bring them here. Go. Yeah, right. Hey. Way ahead of you, buddy. Way ahead of you, meat cutter. Way ahead of you. Crook's division. Pretty messed up. But let's get them here if we can. Except for Benham's guns. These guys, there's no guns left. Okay, those are just infantry. Seymour up here. He won't let it go. Could he come back to the church? Seymour's just going to have to... Here. Off AI command. They got cavalry around the flank right here. We need to attack them. Boom. Go. As Kimes' Corps enters the fray. Okay, Grover. Here. I think we'll manage to get out of here. Look at Seymour with a brave rear guard action right here. With his skirmishers. Okay. I have to get these out of here. Much better view. Wow, Seymour right here. Fighting the whole rest of the Confederate army. You got the rest of the Rebs moving ahead out of this wooded area here. As we'll head into the evening of this first day. The Union Army on the ropes. Going to have to redeploy and rethink. Let's bring the cav back to this crossroad here. Do it. And double time it, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Once again, welcome on in. For those of you who have just joined, I'd appreciate if you would consider clicking the thumbs up button for me. Subscribe to the channel, too. We just, by the way, crossed 1,500, gentlemen. Meat Cutter, I know you're happy about that. We are at over 1,500 subscribers. I thought we might get there about this time. I wouldn't sit here and say I had a hard and fast goal about a thing like that, but I am so pleased that people keep on discovering what we're up to here and joining in, you know? You know? Kime. Okay, let's actually take his corps and let's swing it. Let's swing it more like right here. And we'll keep fighting in these woods right here, most likely. Bring everybody over. Bring everybody over. Again, up here with Seymour and his troops insisting on a stand. They've got longer guns than any of the enemy troops do, so they have an advantage that way. All right, Hayes, these boys are going here. Good. Okay, Sherman's division. There goes Seymour, broken. I believe that is a lost resilience route, and I mean, it would be. Sherman deserves to be in the rear because of the losses. So let's have them go like this. Oh, gosh, does he not even really have any troops left? Oops. Ferry. We'll put you in line where you are. Andrews. Oh, no, Greg. Okay, I got it. All right, that's fine. So the Rebs are going to face us here. It looks like they've spotted us. Be interested to know if they attack. That'd be something. Andrews 3-inch ordnance rifles. How about we put you here? Another stub of the toe for the Rebs, perhaps. The rest of these troops of Keim will come on and file in on our right. Totten, get on back in your line. Let's reform here in your line. Except probably not quite the way that I've got it. Okay, we got those two batteries up. Do we maybe, yeah, I think maybe we go ahead and grab the edge of these woods. This battery and this battery. McDowell. Whew, his corps is in rough shape. They're down 50%. Let's go ahead and let's get him. No, he's in the right spot. Hey, PDR. Cubano from long ago. From long ago. Let's get scouts out with Palmer. So I have a situation here where, you know, the Rebs, it's not quite clear what they're going to do about all this. I fully expect that they're going to advance on the victory location. We are still at a minor victory here. So that was one reason to not take too seriously what I was saying about maybe getting out of here. But at the same time, getting out of here may be the smart thing. Let's go ahead and redeploy Ferry to here. Hancock gets, we'll bring him to here too. Okay, Cooper, your division now will reform. Let's put him kind of here. And we'll have kind of a separate engagement after the Rebs drive us from our works and we pull back. We'll have the army reforming back here near the edge of the map. These guys are just about spent, safe to say. We need to get, we do need to get some new, this battery here. I think we should probably move it to like here. Okay, Kenley. Okay, he's going. Beatty. Okay, he's going, but before he goes, let's get some skirmishers out here. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, Grover's division. Form line. Okay, now Andrews. Open fire. Okay, they're going to set up right there. That works. Going to keep our guys going here. Maybe we'll do a little thing where we head fake them. Now we got to operate center the line around this dual crossroad here. Right into a battle for the stream to start tonight, my boys. How about it? So here you'll have a lull in the fighting as the armies now move away from the main trench lines and occupy new positions in the wood lines and elsewhere. You can see we still have an army that can fight. Sherman, poor guy, doesn't have any troops left. All right, there will be Keim and his men. When they get over here, I think we're probably going to change things a little bit. Kind of a little artillery duel going here. Boom and boom. Back and forth. I'm pretty well okay with that. All right, let's go 2 times here. We'll let them redeploy if they want. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did I lose everybody? Ooh, all of a sudden. Lost a bunch of people out of the chat. Oh. Oh well. Okay, I think we're back. Okay. Get the army together over here. Got the sun going down. We got an evening time right here. Now, let's push Hayes' division up. Let's have Grover reform like he's doing. Let's push Cooper's division up. Crook's division, no, do not do that. Do not do that. Crook's division needs to be here. So these boys need to stop and stop. We're going to micro this. Bingo. Just like that. Okay, they're going to come for us. I would say we need to swing some of these troops out. We probably need to just go ahead and get a line right here. Bryce. Get yourself here. And Stockton's division. Get yourself, say, here. All right. Here we go. An evening action begins. You got a church that's all shot up. Oh, that kind of looks cool right there. That's neat. We'll have more artillery fire coming in. Okay, Whittlesey's brigade. They're fresh. Davies, same. Okay, Minty. Not fresh. Minty fresh. Not minty fresh. Let's have these cannon pull up to here. Wagner's brigade. Get him back in line. These boys roll back. These guns, yeah, that's probably a good spot for him, actually. This cav right here under Greg. Scouts in. This is Kimes cavalry. We need to put him out. He needs to be redeployed out to kind of here. All right, what are they giving us now? Still a minor victory, even though they now have the objective. And then who was it? Abbott's division? Yeah, that's going to be here. Let's have them form into a line next. Got our cavalry on the wings. Good, good. All right, Lightburn's got some skirmishers he could put out. All right. I think we've managed to reform pretty well here. Phew. They keep on moving. And a fight might ensue just outside Shady Grove Church. Right here. Skirmishers out. Aye. Good. Reformed. Reformed. 2 fresh divisions up. Artillery looks good here. Let's push these boys forward to here. Let's push these guns forward to here. We need Ferry's division. Let's have them. I think I need them on the flank out here. Push forward. Okay. Thank you, Cutter. I just see still here. Still here. All right. Yeah, Kimes Corps, we got some pretty good troops. You see the dark uniforms here like this. And we hadn't really done anything about his artillery just yet. So, do believe the Rebs are going to be taking the Shady Grove Church vicinity. Perhaps being content with that. Or they'll push out a division with Jackson, Wright, and Scales brigades in the lead and try and punch another hole here. Ugh, what a battle. Kind of need to get to nighttime at this point. I would like, I think, to have Abbott's division launch itself into their flank here. I need to relieve pressure. There's Stockton. Where are you, Abbott? There you are. Okay. He got himself... when I did the form line command, he brought his troops out here. Okay, got it. He's got 3 brigades. Let's go ahead. Let's have them not take roads. Let's not use cover. Let's go on the attack and go into here. Boom. Go, go, go. That'll be Abbott. He's the only one that's kind of out there on the edge like that. This cavalry is going to push forward to here. And a new battlefront erupts as troops make contact here in the woods where we thought we would fight in this next round. Okay, let's have these troops set some skirmishers out. God, my heart gets to pounding with this stuff, buddy. Holy smokes. Okay, let's get these skirmishers engaged. We want to keep them... We want to keep these Rebs at a distance. We really do. I think if we're... let's go 2-on-1 against them right here. Bingo. Try to bring some cavalry at us. Lay down. Cannons open up from behind. Good. I just want to see Abbott do his thing over here. That's what I want to see. Go, go, go. He's still getting his order from Keim. Here's Keim himself. I think that's actually not a bad position for him. He's far away from Abbott, and the order's going to take a while to get there, but there we go. Abbott's on the move now. Bingo. Let's go, guys. Excellent. We got some good troops with Kimball, fresh, that are in the fray now. The Rebs push a couple brigades forward. Oh, my. Boys, fall back. These guns. Here. Ah! Fall back. All right, Totten over here. Here we go, Blaisdell. Crook over here is going to continue his screening duties. Let's put him on a defend. Totten. Halt, please. Okay, we got Rebs pushing across here. As we get into the evening time, let's come forward and fire at them. These Hall rifles, man, holy smokes. Out here on the flank, that's probably going to be pretty useful. Okay, Totten stops. And we need you to do what I tell you to do, which is come right here. Charge move there. And then Crook, you don't need to be getting so crazy, man. Abbott's going to take that up over there. Cab moving up good. All right, now, this division here, Bryce, they'll move up to where Crook's division was, right about there. We have to do our best to just hold in these woods. A desperate fight for the Confederates through here. No. Stop. Send your skirmishers back out. Excuse me. The evening drags into night with the battlefront changing ever still. Oh my God, what do we got going here? Oh. Yes, Abbott and Costello. We haven't had a brigade named Costello. I wish we had now. Okay, these boys need to get the skirmishers back out again. How about these guys? Nope, they can't do it. I think they're too worn down. Come on, Abbott. You're our only hope. Except for Blaisdell out here is gonna mess it up. Retreat. Gonna wear themselves out. Goodness gracious. Shady Grove Church is getting pummeled. This new battlefront that develops around the church itself after the Confederate main attack. Abbott's going to try and sort himself out over here, I guess, as Crook's division also lines itself up, trying to get into the attack on this side. Okay, we're going to have these boys of this division here get into a defend. Alright, this division here is going to get into a defend. Alright, but then we're going to go boom, like this, and we're going to make sure that brigade stays on their left. Then we're going to go boom, alt key, boom, like this, and make sure this brigade stays on their left. We're going to do the same thing right here. We're going to do the same sort of thing here, only we're going to make sure we stay on their right. And these boys here will stay on their right. Okay? And the hope there is that no matter what the division commander wants to do in terms of freaky deaky AI movement, that the troops, the brigades, will stay in a nice line. There we go. Okay, so they're getting them on the left. Okay, I see how that's kind of working. All right, very good, very good. Let's go. Got all these troops in the woods. Let's go. Woo! What a cool little scene we've got here as the Hayes engaged, McDowell demoralized. Yeah, well, that is understandable. Let's go ahead. Yeah, these boys need to be taking it. Let's go there. Let's go here. Let's go right here. Let's go right in here. Like that. Let's put some more pressure on them, huh? Okay, Abbott's going to be on the attack. He's supposed to be. While he's waiting to think it over here, I'm going to get skirmishers out. I'm going to get some skirmishers out for you. Go ahead. Uh-oh. Oh, we got guns we can capture right there. We'd lost 96 men figuring that out. Oh, the Rebs have got quite a bit of artillery up here, too. Oh, my gosh. Look at all of these Confederates infesting the woods here. Right there. Okay, we're going to need Bryce's troops to redeploy. Oliver Howard's brigade. Oh my gosh, we didn't do perks with anybody. Okay, Bryce's troops. Granger and... yeah, Bryce's entire division I need to redeploy. We need them to redeploy here. Go. Okay. Got the 7th Corps Reserve Artillery, I do believe, which we could bring, say, here. And up here. Like that and that. Okay, the Rebs, I think, are going to kind of hold here, push here. I think they might have figured out where we're weakest. Lightburn in a little bit of trouble. Engelman is fresh, though. And all of these boys over here are fresh. We got our Hall rifles out here. Oh, no, Prince is broken. Uh-oh. Woods is unstable. Uh-oh. Lightburn. Fall back. Abbott's attack could not come soon enough. There's somebody over here. Oh, that's me. Okay, that's my troops. Do that. Come on, boys, do that. Crook's remaining troops. They're kind of stuck back here. That's how it'll stay, most likely, for the time being. Bryce is going to have to kind of counterattack all this over here. Hey, we got some broken Rebs. Okay, Woods. Woods Brigade. Let's get them forward a bit more. Fire. Yeah, get right up on the left of Lightburn. Woo! What a fight, man. This is cool. A late action here right around Shady Grove Church. I see a lot of revs still. God dang, man. Still some forming up back here. Plenty along the actual battlefront itself that are still pushing. Ooh, it's a little confused in here. Let's have these boys come across here like that. Let's have these guns sneak up, advance. Let's have these guns sneak up a little bit, advance. I don't want to break prematurely in here. This is where they're coming. They've got some used up troops, I think, that are making this attack in here. Whereas we've got fresh ones. Tough to tell though. I'm deliberately trying to avoid going back into map mode. But oh no. Okay. You see them forming out here, it looks like. They've got 2 divisions. Well, one raggedy one that might be fresh. Tough to tell, but they've got us flanked there if they want it. While we continue to try to pressure here. All right, Bryce's division is going to be in position now. What a cool evening tilt we've got. At about 8:30 p.m. now as the battle continues. This is going to be a fun video to edit together later. Okay, we're falling back. Woods is wounded. Oh no, they're unstable because Woods got shot. Brigade commander goes down. This action out here north of Richmond, the rebels putting up a desperate fight. My God. Right through here. Okay, Abbott's going to be in a little bit of trouble out there. Let's get those guns forward. Good. Okay, Stockton's division. We're going to move them up. We're going to move them over here. So 7th Corps is going to take a position kind of straddling the entire line with most of 7th Corps with Abbott over here. The rest of 7th Corps guarding the left. And we may end up shifting them again. Let's have these boys change facing and fire this way. Oh, they're not going to do it. Okay, that's right. They're under orders. We're going to crowd in and we're going to give it to these guys right here. This brigade of Confederates is going to fall back under heavy fire right near Shady Grove Church as a Union counterattack weighs heavily. More of these Revs back this way. They got some guns up this way too. Oh my word. What is going to happen tonight? All right, Bryce is in position. Okay, Howard. All of these boys. Let's go ahead and have Lightburn. Let's have him retreat. Let's have Engelman retreat, and let's make sure these guys are on screen. All right, double time. Bingo. We're going to go ahead and back on out of there. And then we're going to have Bryce's troops. Howard's heroes, the 5th Division, under Benjamin Bryce. We're going to have them move right up in here. Go. There we go. There we go. Okay, Wagner's troops here. They're going to go up too and support like that. Right there like that. The fight around Shady Grove Church continues over here. We're going to try to kind of trick them. All right, Prince is back. Unstable. And I would say now is the time to take Keim here and bring him into town. Boom, bam. And we need to make sure that these two brigades stay in formation. All right. All right. We got a Union brigade that's going to fire on these Rebs that are trying to come across here. Good. I don't see any aggressive moves by them out this way. As we just continue pinching the Rebs around Shady Grove Church and the victory location, they're going to fall back there. There's a chance maybe we're able to take the location back. Let's go ahead, advance there. Let's have this brigade come on forward here. Let's have these skirmishers. Let's have them move out this way. Okay, Griggs Cavalry. There we go. Let's go there. Wow. Man, oh man. What a freaking battle we've got here. You know, that's a good question. I don't know. There we go. End of day. All right, end of day. That's a good start. That's a good start to the stream, fellers. Let's do a little stop-start on the recording. We're going to be taking just... God, I gotta tell you, this is... this battle's turning out to be something. Really something. Let's go end of day. All right, everybody is getting resupplied, it looks like. Maybe not as much as they could be, but okay. And now we'll have a chance to redeploy with 20 entrenchment points, by the way. So now we're going to have ourselves an opportunity to do something here. I would say it seems obvious to me that we need to rebuild the battle line in one way or another. We need to redeploy a lot of things. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take Hancock's whole corps. I'm going to just reset everybody that we have left. Ferry's division, that's part of Hancock's corps, right? Yeah. So Hancock's whole corps there. All right, McDowell's corps. Not much left of them. Okay, these boys and Palmer here. Boom. Cooper here. And then the rest is all going to be Keim's corps, right? Okay, Granger, that's Bryce. Let's just bring everybody kind of back. Back. Hayes division. That is also McDowell's. Oh, no, he's with Hancock. Got it. All right. Crook is a McDowell division. Cooper is a Hancock division. Boom. Let's just get all this sorted, man. Just get all this sorted. Bryce is 7th Corps. Stockton is 7th Corps. Let's do that. All right, now 3rd Corps is absolutely 100% going to be in reserve. 7th Corps probably will be further forward. I think maybe we make a new line like this. kind of as a rough draft. So we'll have 7th Corps up front. Let's have Abbott's division here. Let's have these guns here and here with Bryce like this. Keim right in there. Or rather, kind of Bryce has got the best troops, so actually let's have him be here. Right. Keim. What if we did that? Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Got that. Have Bryce there like that. Okay. This is tough. We just don't have very many troops left, man. Speaking of which, let's take a look right here. All right. How close is this freaking battle? How close is this one? Both at 29% losses, all right? They still have we've given worse than we've gotten. I'm thinking it may be time to retreat. I'm thinking that if we still got a minor victory, though. Oh, my gosh. Is it time to retreat? I don't know. Okay, this one's for you guys in the chat. I want you guys to just tell me what you think, all right? So on the campaign map, I could, as far as the campaign goes, this will be a setback. If I retreat, these 2 corps will be pretty low readiness. These 3 corps, I should say, except for 7th Corps, I think will still be okay. And I could come back over and get this army with the rest of my Army of Northeastern Virginia, which is like another 20 to 30,000 men. So we would end up on another battlefield further north from here, probably closer to Fredericksburg, is what I'm thinking. We would end up with another battle where they've got what they've got, close to 30,000, and then we would have closer to like 45 to 50,000 in that battle. And of course, then the question would end up being, would we be able to get all of our corps on the battlefield at that time in a proper form? Okay, we don't want to, stop with this. Defend and be here. All right? And I'm just not sure. We have so much over here. So Hayes' division, they are just in rough shape, man. Cooper's division, Hancock's Corps has still got 8,700 men, so they can still fight pretty well. I tell you, I got to fill up a new drink on this one, ponder a little bit, jump into the comments in the chat too. Let me know what you think. Of course, if you're enjoying what you see, click that thumbs up button for me. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll be right back with just a little bit more. Of course, before I go, this is kind of something that I try to make sure that I do, which is to jump back into one of the earlier streams and or videos to make sure I've got something entertaining for you guys to take. Well, hello and welcome back, guys. We are here, day 2 of this very same battle that you were just watching. I see you guys in the chat. You're lighting it up. You're helping kind of figure out what the heck it is that we should do here, okay? I've got a wrecked 3rd Corps that is still here that I'm thinking it may be time to withdraw them. I don't know. How is it that you do that again? I guess what we'll do is we'll take these wrecked troops and we'll just put them back here, way in the back. Okay, Totten here, Blaisdell, like that, and Crook like this. Oh, shoot. Gosh darn it. All right, fine. That'll be fine. Wolf McDowell there. Greg. Okay, Keim is here. I just... They have so many more troops than us right now. They've got close to 8,000 more men. Ugh. Whoa, there's Meat Cutter with a $2 drop. I see you. I see you. I think, honestly, I think I gotta do the smart thing. And early on the morning of the 29th, I think that without the CEO of the Army on the field, I think these Corps commanders all come together and agree, the most senior among them, that it might be wise for us to go ahead and retreat. I think we're going to do it. Let's just withdraw. Let's withdraw in good order. And then let's see if we can reconcentrate the Army back up near Fredericksburg. A bit of a setback here, guys. We're going to try to be smart. Okay, thank you for that. So you move them to the, sorry I didn't see that until just now. Moving them to the actual entry-exit point, and then they'll actually leave. Okay, good. So I had kind of the right idea to put them way back there. I just didn't quite know exactly what it was I was supposed to be doing. So, gonna call it defeat. 5th Corps in retreat. General Keim becomes a national hero, though, somehow. All right. We did inflict more casualties on them than they on us. Captured 731 enemy soldiers. Okay, it's all fine and good. Now, here we are. 3rd Corps wrecked. 7th Corps remains. Second Corps is another 13,767 with the Army Reserve that's got a bunch of cavalry with it. Let's bring that here on a force march. Let's bring Knipes Reserve Artillery here. Same. Okay, 7th Corps. We're going to go ahead and push play. 7th Corps will come. Okay, 5th Corps is going to be backing up. 7th Corps is going to be backing up. And McDowell backing up. Good. That's all fine with me. Charles Smith's army out here, a little hard pressed. We're going to go pull back. Looks like they're going to move with 2 Corps up the Shenandoah Valley. Challenge the Army of the Potomac here. While the right wing and McClellan's army in West Virginia will try and probably put pressure down here. Taking some time to get... So they're going to bring the Army of Northern Virginia over here, and they're going to try to get into a siege-type battle, is what they're going to do. And now you got the Rebs back in control of the Richmond area. Drayton, Reynolds, and Hawes Corps with Army of Virginia headquarters. Now the Army of Northern Virginia is stopped. The campaign in the east Interesting. Very interesting. Now, here was something. Okay, Stewart is back here. I wanted to take some of the ships in harbor and get a new navy out for these troops, since we're going to be using these guys. So let's get into the military, to our fleets, and let's make a new one in Connecticut, if we can. New Haven, please. No, Pendergrast, he is not someone I want. How about we do this? Let's look through here. Ooh. Charles Borman. Dahlgren. Yeah, let's do that. Let's assign Dahlgren. And they're going to call it the Home Squadron and give it all of this, I guess. Question mark. But what I want to do is give it this and these. This will be a massive armada that goes along with our force down into the Gulf toward Pensacola. You know, we'll keep all the rest of these guys. We'll bring these. We'll bring the Congress and the Dale. And we'll spend a little more money on Navy. And that'll just be that. We're going to call it Gulf Attack. Bingo. Okay, did I even just do that? Or did it just... Yeah, okay, got it. Okay, so all we did there was add ships to this squadron. All right. I messed something up. Fleets. Okay, I want a... right, I want a new fleet in Connecticut under Dahlgren. Build it. Okay, so it'll be the Long Island Sound Squadron number 2. I want it to be Gulf Attack. All right. And then we'll grab all of these. Here like this. Excuse me. Yeah, this is an interesting situation, to say the least. So the Gulf Attack will form right there. Okay, fantastic. Right where the Army is. Now, we need to go back to this one. Call it the Home Squadron once more. All right, we need to get all of these ships that these ones dumped back into home port. All right, pardon me for that. Now, okay, that I think puts us in a spot where we can then turn around, grab our new Gulf Attack Squadron right here and drag those ships into it. Fantastic. Boom. This is Franklin, the Preble, the New Orleans, the Miles, the Congress, and all of those ships with the Dale. Okay, all of these ships here. The Iroquois at 80%. Let's do it. Okay, and they'll be waiting to gather up. We'll have another coastal force there. Back to it. Here they come in the Shenandoah Valley. Boys, we're going to have ourselves another tilt. Here we are. 3 corps move up the valley and engage the Army of the Potomac. This is exactly what we feared from the Rebs. And they've caught us a bit out of position on this one. I don't think there's going to be much we can do here. With 20,000 men, we've got, well, close to 30,000. They have close to 40, 41, maybe 42,000. Now they've got artillery with them too. Interesting. I think we withdraw. I think we take McClellan's army and push here with 2 of his wings. Here we go again. Withdraw. And then next time, what I'll do is I'll probably deploy to defend. Buchanan's Corps. We're going to bring them down here. Get the Army headquarters coming as well. Yeah, August. The effort to take Richmond blunted, to say the least. Okay, now we're in another defensive battle here. Let's get Carleton's cavalry back down in it. Once they can be. They're gonna pull all the way back, okay. Alright, so Second Corps is finally getting itself on the move. The Rebs occupy Virginia, are going to build their defenses around there after having knocked me back. And what we feared has taken place over here in the Shenandoah, which was a major Confederate counterattack. What we've got to do is we've got to counter that. We got to put pressure over here with McClellan. We're going to bring them. We're going to be on the attack. Okay. With everybody. These boys too, they're in the yellow. Okay, the right wing, they end up on the attack, same. And what I hope doesn't occur is Walker gets reinforced by these troops. That's what I hope doesn't happen. At the operational level, this is interesting. So I think what we're going to have to try to bank on is one more attack up here. I'm just not sure we're going to be in a real good spot for it anytime super quickly. I mean, you know, we're into August now. I feel like with this army anyway, we're not going to be ready for an attack until mid-August to late August. Oh, hey, thank you for the note. Perks, okay? If you're seeing that in the battles and everything, so let's go back to our units here and let's just check them all. I've gone through the army hierarchy and a lot. Here we go. Let's go close support, please. No, here. Oh, and that was another thing, as a matter of fact. I should go back through with the 3rd Corps. Spirited Charge. Iron Discipline. Do it. I like it. That is Baker. Okay. Minty. Hancock's Corps. Yeah, these guys, they did some pretty good fighting. Palmer. Boom, 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 boom. Kimes' troops didn't really do too much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, by the way, I meant to say hello to Road Dog. Road Dog dropped in. Welcome on in. Road Dog kept me company all night while I was playing Crimson Desert last night, by the way. Member of the week, as it were. We do a long play. Ooh, yeah, baby. It felt nice. We immersed in some of that stuff. Let's get these perks right here. See if we can find them. Shout out to you, Road Dog. He's working hard. Working hard for the money, guys. Skilled laying. Grand Battery. What is this again? Bombardment accuracy plus 10%. I'll do that. Yeah, I mean, hey. I'm not so let me do a review. So Smith right now has got close to 50,000 men. All right. So let's take a look at this. It's overnight. I feel fine pausing it. They've got close to 40,000 here. They've got close to 40,000 here. They've got 4,400 here. That is nowhere near what I've got with McClellan, which is, let's go perks. Flying column. Foot cavalry. Force march speed plus 10%. Engineers, mechanics. Let's go ambulance. That's kind of something it's almost like a standard thing I'm doing now. Williams Corps. All right, no perks there, but let's open these up and let's see what we got. Now you got me curious to go through all my OOBs here and do this. Here we go, Hartsuff's Brigade. Let's go deadly volley with them. That's another basic standard one. Here, 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 here. Nope. Not yet. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, got all that. All three wings covered. Now, so since that is the case, and we may be able to actually get in behind these troops, I feel a little better about things. And then Carleton's cavalry with 2,800 men could come back down here. Oh, what's the deal with them? Oh, they still haven't arrived where they're trying to retreat to yet. You got to be kidding me. That's funny. Okay. By the way, how is this battle going anyway? Okay, they're going to win. They're going to lose. Oh, my God. Look at how much artillery they have managed to drag forward now. So the AI is a little clever here. And the fact that the blockade is off, I feel like, might have something to do with that. But so I've got close to 50,000 men here, and after I recover disabled dudes back to active duty, I'll probably be able to bring that up to closer to 55 to 60,000. 55, I'd say. And then we're looking at another, what did I say this was? We're looking at another 30,000 or so that would be coming down this road here. We've got close to 30,000 here, all in with the cavalry. So 60,000 to their 45,000, 50,000 to their, or 55,000 to their 40 or so thousand. I'm not ready to pull back just yet. I want to keep the war going. But I don't think Lincoln in Washington, with the Army having made the gains that it has, would be convinced that it's actually time to pull back. Because their 2 corps down here, Drayton and Reynolds, along with Hawes, all 3 of them, they got wrecked in that last battle. 12,000 casualties, so they're going to be down here licking their wounds near Richmond for some time. I'm going to be down here licking my wounds for a little while too. They'll be able to reinforce. That's true. Let's get 2nd Corps right in on them. Force march it, boys. 2nd Corps is back up to 14,000 men with 5,000 still disabled. They've got a hospital. Ambulance Corps 2. Okay, we've got ambulance corps across a lot of these corps. Here we go with a perk. Hancock, fantastic. Hospital. He needs to heal up big time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's fair to say about how the blockade probably isn't the thing. And before I do pull back, before I do it, because it's not a bad idea, I've got a fort here. So I could actually pull back to a line that's right up against the Rappahannock River, is what I could do, or the Rapidan, Rappahannock-Rapidan, and pull back to there, add reinforcements in the coming winter. Oh, and here we have a storm rolling through right at the wrong time. Carlton, are you done moving yet, bud? Did you make it? Yeah. So why don't you come back down here? Take the train. Where was that? Okay, we need a new depot. We're going to abandon this one. And we're going to build one with the artillery reserve. Build a new depot right there. All right. All right. And we got a fort here. That's the other thing, is we've built a fort here, right, that we can fall back to if need be. We're still in the green with these guys, right? We've lost 608 men. We could retreat. What kind of troops? We only got 50 men in that fort. Right, okay. But see, we've placed these forts out here. And we've got like a line of them here, back to here, back to here. So pulling all the way back, I would only really be willing to pull back to here, I would say. And hold there. Okay, we got the Cav in the fold. Okay, go there and attack. Army of the South. Okay, they were going to hang tough there for a second, but they stopped. Okay, this right wing is going to hold. The Army of the North, otherwise, is going to move forward here, up the valley. We're going to force march. Okay, Army of North Virginia, center wing. Here. Okay, let's get the main headquarters unit up there. Going to go into nighttime. The left wing rushing up here. We'll be on the attack with everybody. Walker's going to pull all the way back. Maybe we can trap these boys. Right wing will make it down here and hold. We'll revert them to a defensive stance. Left wing will come up here and make contact. I would be fine if they got into a little defensive siege thing there. Yeah. I do a little job to try to make the AI look good. You got about that. Yeah, I got that right there. Let's go. Attack, attack, attack. Go. Attack, attack, attack. We'll gather up here. Get rest, get training. See if we can smush these boys. Come on. Here we are. This is where it's all at stake. So the Army of the Potomac and the Army of North Virginia be working together right here on what I believe will be an assault coming up as we gather into this battle together. These boys, the left wing is going to come around this way. We'll let them do that. We'll get everybody in there. See, now we're going to have one federal army with 3 corps. It says center wing is arriving in 8 hours. Army of North Virginia arrives now in 10 hours, and then we'll have the left wing that will arrive, will join the fray soon, and then on August 6th or 7th, we're going to be launching into the attack right there. I think we got a chance. Boys. We drew them in a little bit here. How are we doing out west? Let's just take a look. Okay, they're coming up against my fort right here. That's right. This was one that we were likely to win out at Fort Smith. Again, the Rebs just trying to fight their way. They're trying to protect their salt, which they still control. Let's empty this out. Yeah. So you can see us facing each other off. We've got Memphis. They've got Corinth. We need to take Corinth. They want to retake Memphis. I think it's neat that we've done a good job of making all of Western Tennessee now kind of like a no-go even still for the Rebs. Department of Kentucky sits across the river from Nashville for now. Our Navy remains here. Let's keep the Navy. Let's actually have the Navy end up right there. Let's do that. I like that. We've got Moorhead out here. They're still hanging tough. They've got a depot. Nice. Right? They're 100% supplied now. And we control this whole area here. Center wing's on. Army North Virginia's on. Left wing arrives 24 hours. Okay, we're going to have to wait for them. So that'll be August 7th. And then we'll launch ourselves a battle. So I am going to absolutely, like right after I'm done with this campaign, whenever it ends, I'll probably take a quick break. And by the way, coming up next week, you guys are going to have to bear with me. Starting on Tuesday, I think I'm going to have to do no streams for a good portion of next week, late next week. So what I was saying a second ago was to you guys that next week I am going to have to probably drop more videos and more shorts, and I won't be able to do as many streams. I got a dog sitting thing going on, and this dog, he is an attention hoe. So what I was talking about is, and we'll have to run this back in the recording, of course. We've got these guys isolated here. I was thinking twice about whether or not to actually launch a battle and just let this thing go. Seems their units are starting to rout now. And we can see now we've got close to 40,000. We got them outnumbered and we got them outgunned. And they're losing way more troops now. The win balance is over to us strongly. We got a 66% chance of winning this thing. We're going to win it. It's just a matter of time. Their units are going to continue to rout. We'll be able to reorganize in the Shenandoah Valley, is what I would say. Maybe there's a little bit of a tussle. I think Hurlbut maybe gives way and McClellan takes over all of these troops and forms a new army out here. That could be a real possibility. But we did a good job of trapping them in here. And once again, thank you for noticing that I try to make the AI look good. You know, this is a labor of love doing this solo like this. I think, you know, if they made this multiplayer, obviously scheduling would be an issue. But if they made this multiplayer, here we go. Have no mercy on them now. Let's go attack stance. Let's bring the right wing under wool up right here. Force march, bird. But at this point, let's double check it. Yep, if I take Richmond, I win the game. I expect that we'll see them make an attack. I just don't know. What I would say is that the smart thing here might be to do is to come south, set up a siege line out north of Richmond, have McClellan win all this up here. Hopefully we disperse the southern armies, get reorganized, and then come steaming down for an attack and a final battle around Richmond. Maybe that's what we do. Let's have Runyon's Corps kind of bump out in front of 3rd Corps. Let's have Keim kind of scooch over closer. Let's have Hancock kind of scooch over closer. Just like that. Rain. Rain is here. Gonna be on the move with Wool's wing. Have no mercy. Doing good here. Doing good here. I think they might have underestimated what I was going to be able to do with McClellan's army out there. I think we got a good chance to clear out some ribs. Shemana Christmas. A reminder to all those who do enjoy what they see here on the channel, this is Alternate History Gaming. Give me that thumbs up. Click the button for me, would you? Subscribe to the channel. My name is Bank60s. Your humble and gracious player host, as always. Talking a little before, yeah, next week, starting about Tuesday, really. So I'll be able to stream on Monday. And on Tuesday, starting then, and then all the way through the following weekend, I will not be doing much streaming. I may jump in with a Crimson Desert stream or two, because I'll be able to play that game off camera and maybe deal with the dogs in the background while I'm still streaming Crimson Desert. Otherwise, I'm probably going to have to take a break on the PC wargaming late next week into early the following week. But what I'll make sure to do is, like I said, spend some time off camera, off stream, editing together some sweet, sweet Civil War content for you in the interim so that you guys have something that will keep you company. Keep you groggy nuts. Keep you company. Okay, good position here. Do see them moving. Army of Mississippi, maybe not. How are we looking with the Army of the Mississippi is now back up to about 30,000 men, on their way to closer to 34,000 after a major fight outside Memphis. What a fight that was, man. Yeah, we're going to be waiting on some reinforcements here. Okay, the Army of the Cumberland is at close to 12,000. This is so let's do a perk search. Divisions, I don't think, end up with perks very often. There we go. There's one. Let's do that. Bayard's Corps has already got a hospital. Good and good. Fantastic. Then the Army of the Cumberland under Lew Wallace. Perks, perks, perks. Anybody perks? There we go. We got two. Bam. These boys haul rifles. Let's give them sharpshooters. Under Whiting. Shirts. He needs better guns. Bragg, same. Beatty. Perk. Perk, perk, perk. Sapper gunners. I was trying to always improve cover provided. Coverage plus 10%. Level up fighting from behind cover. Interesting. Yeah, now. Flying battery. Unit speed. Yeah, let's do that. Good, good, good. That's the armies in the West. Close to 41,000 troops out there. Effectives. Whew. I want to thank everybody who's tuning in tonight. We're just concentrating the Army of Northeastern Virginia to try to protect it. We'll dig in on this axis here up near Fredericksburg. We got a fort to the flank, level 2 fort, Fort Alshire, with 1,400 men and 30 guns in it. Here comes the right wing to turn this siege into a slaughter, we hope. So, whereabouts, maybe there was more. Oh, we can't do perks now. Dang it. We're losing men at a far lower rate than them now. Good. They got another unit routed. We'll be adding that new corps. Ooh, maybe not. Right wing. Keep on coming, boys. Keep on coming, boys. Ah. Do I live north of the Mason-Dixon line? I do. Unit disintegrates. Here we go. Here we go. Let's bring the Block Island Sound Squadron back out, and let's just bring them down here. Let's do that. Let's bring the second one out. Let's just bring them out here. Kind of a front line with the Navy, as it were. Go, go, go. Right wing, keep going. Get into the fight. It's going to be very important. Probably should have kept them back here. I hope I don't regret. Yes, okay. General Hooker becomes a national hero after the Battle of Fort Smith. They tried to siege me down out in Arkansas. It didn't work out for them. 493 enemy casualties, 348 for us. Boom, boom. Okay, they'll be on the run. That was Smith's Corps. They've still got Whiting back here. 16,000 men. Okay, our army, low readiness. Porter and Harney's Corps both. Looks like. Yep. They'll have to stay put for now. All right, finally got the right wing involved. Now we have 5 corps. 4 more hours till the right wing officially joins the action. And we'll be winning that one for sure. Not exactly sure what's going to happen when it breaks open there. This summer 1863. This could be the one. I don't know. And then the next thing to say too is like my plan. So folks do play both sides. I like to play both sides of this game. I'd like to take on the challenge of being the Confederates and dealing with having to really husband your resources. I think I've learned better how the economics work now. Like, I remember that. The very first, I wanted to play as the Confederates my very first time. I thought it would be, the better challenge. But what I did is I made sure I just stayed smart. And my approach was play the Union, because that gives you more time to work with. You can kind of dictate how the war is going to move forward, because, the AI isn't quite up to snuff. And learn the game playing as the Union, because I think you run into a lot of frustration if you just try to jump right into the deep end and play the South. It's a tough, tough deal. Let's have these boys. Let's bring them out to here. Oh, they can't. Are they low readiness? No. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now, we're going to have about 46,000 men. Definitely going to win it. Recovering. Good. Let's have second Corps squeeze. Squeeze down. I think they know this is their last stand down here. I think the AI is wise to the situation they have in front of them right here. This may be it, man. May actually be able to take the enemy capital and end the war the political way, as the case may be. So the other thing is, again, is to let these Confederate corps that are out here, just let them stay out there. They'll just starve. There's nothing they can do. Because we've got 3,100 men with 20 guns here. I tell you what I'll do here. If I can. Is to try to upgrade this fort. Yeah, it's not giving me the little graphic for the fort. So, I don't know how to do that. I would love to upgrade that fort, though. What I may do is run one of these corps, the Army of the West. Where are you? Okay, yeah, no. We would take the left wing and run it down to Little Rock and take Little Rock. Maybe even run it all the way down to the confluence here. Unfortunately, kind of dispensing with the initial strategy that I'd wanted to execute about taking the enemy cotton, owning their ability to feed their armies and salt their provisions. How long does it say it's going to be? 6 more days? Boy, sure wonder if we really could kind of bag them. If we let them... I'm starting to think it might be a better idea to just assault. Okay, the 10th Corps has been engaged a while. Got some routed units. 1st Corps is all good. Man, it's a tough call. Man, I tell you what, I think we've got to... Again, I don't trust it. But I think we got to do this. I think we've got to assault. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it, man. I do. Holy smokes. I just want to see how this is going to go. In the Shenandoah Valley, McClellan manages to sneak around behind a couple of Confederate corps with the Army of the Potomac pushing from Winchester. We managed to get the entire Army of North Virginia around to the rear of this enemy force. And I think they're going to be regretting that they let us do that. Let's see what we get here. Pillows Corps, it says initially, this is where I don't love it. Like, it's always interesting, right? It's interesting when we get a siege assault battle going because you don't know exactly yet what order your corps are going to come on at. Okay, we're up here. So what are we going to have? North Virginia, Army North Virginia is not on yet. It's going to be 10 hours, 25 hours, 9, and 9. First Corps is not going to get here for another 18 hours, right? So this is what we've got. This is a meeting engagement, okay. Down here at the Sperryville Road objective. Down around Newmarket again. I like that. I like that. All right, so now, where are the revs coming on? Right here. Right up through Newmarket, it says. And here. Okay. We have this one, this one. There's one here that we could take, but nobody's coming on there. I figured there would be one here, but there's not. There's one there. Interesting. So they've got us marching onto a battlefield elsewhere, I think maybe away from the main siege lines, it would seem anyway. Maybe the Rebs, maybe they pulled out, got snugged back into and against a mountainside here. So they'll come here. They'll go straight toward the objective there. I would say we just go ahead and push down between the two rivers here in the valley. And I think we end up letting them take the objective. Although, what a strangely placed objective, by the way. Like, genuinely, I'm not sure how the hell it is that I'm supposed to get to that. They've got a river that they're going to be able to work with here. I could see a battle developing over here. Where we use this road and this road to flank the victory location and attack, take this road, have a line that kind of goes along here, attacking along the slope. This would be a tough one, I think, even once we've got the entire army on the map. But that'll be the first task, is actually spending, I think, the entire first day, maybe part of the second day, literally just getting everybody on the map into the battle. Oh, there's Growl. Hey, welcome in, one of our esteemed veteran members. Sir, thank you for being here tonight. Appreciate you. I am not playing with any mods. I am not playing with any mods. Nope. I play vanilla, Grand Tactician. I'm 470, 500 hours in, and vanilla suits me just fine. Let's take Dow and his 10th Corps forward. These guys have been the ones who've been the most engaged thus far. And we'll say that his corps had built works, parapet, I mean, they'll just be, you know, I want to try to make it interesting. Like that. Then do something like this. And say something like this. And what I think I might like to do really is just do some artful placement of entrenchments to kind of mimic where our line would be relative to the way things looked on the campaign map, right? So I'd say we'd probably have, just do something that's kind of like, oh, that's right. Can't get all the way there. All right, fine. Do that. Okay, we'll have that. Say they would have put some more right along this stream bed would be perfect. Oh, shit. Damn it. Okay. So, can we upgrade? Doesn't look like it. Damn. Okay, we'll upgrade these and these. And these. With abatis. Just like this. Cross there like that. That way, they'll think twice about just coming right at us. A dismounted cav. Let's build some more parapets. Let's go right here. Boom. Upgrade, 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 upgrade. Like that. Sturdy, sturdy lines right here, man. Boom. Let's have the brigade right up in them. Right up in them. Right up in them. Dismount. Let's have these boys in loose order. Like that. This cav. We'll just have them be kind of covering this road. Again, just kind of like a role play a little bit here. Skirmishers will be there. Have this infantry that'll be in reserve. Have these guns that'll be right here. And Cockrell's division right here. So you got Dow here. He doesn't even have his entire corps on, I don't think. Or no, that's right. Dow has a very weird corps. He's got one that's got one infantry division and then 2 independent cavalry brigades. I forgot about that. Oh, I can upgrade this again? Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we get some of these in here. These little obstacles. Are you kidding? I didn't know that. Wow. Okay. Okay. Let's do that there. Let's have them be the same there. Let's do those. And we'll have a rough and ready line of entrenchments right here, boy. All right, bro. I see you growl. Yes, sir. Absolutely. I will not let you down. I'll be calling most likely on. Well, we'll get in touch tomorrow. Almost certain of it. We'll have green occupy. I don't know. Yeah, let's have him go ahead and. Are his skirmishers over here? Yeah, let's have these skirmishers face differently right there. Let's have green be right here. I suspect this is where an attack would come from right here. Although it might be smart to put him here like that. I think that's smart. Got that covered. We got Dow in position with his cab on the flanks. All right, and what we'll do is continue building some more entrenchments. Right? How would these be? How would these be? Kind of another parapet position back here. Like that. Then say, breastworks around here. Like that. Like that. That's good. We'll have more parapets that go behind these, so we'll have them go like this. Boom. We'll just kind of get artistic with it right here. Like that. We'll upgrade those. Kind of a murder hole right here. As a matter of fact, let's do this. Just kind of like mimic complex entrenchments. And we will have had a line that kind of went along this stream here. The rest of the army off to the rear, resting, you might say. Do some breastworks kind of up the slope here. Let's go like this. Just like that. Boom. All right. And we'll see what we get with that right there when we actually push play. Right? Let's go 5 times. I expect them to just come on, take the objective. 6 in the morning on this first day. Really hope that they don't come right after us, if I'm being totally honest. They very well may, though. There they all are. Then there. Yeah, what a battlefront we have here, boys. What a battlefront we have here, boys. Down here near Newmarket. Perhaps the entire war is decided. Now that's a problem. We need weapons that can shoot out beyond the abattis. That's one problem we've got. Damn it. But I do think that we could probably end up laying guys down in here. Like this. Let's go loose formation. Then lay down. Like so. Okay, now where is everybody coming on at? Let's go 20 times. I think they're all coming from here. Sheesh. A lot of dust out this way. Here too. They never do come to your defensive line right where you want them to. You got to try to cover everything, you know. They never operate according to your plan. So what I'm going to guess is that they've formed up over here and are just going to wait on me. Because they can. We'll be starting with a minor defeat. But we're going to be getting the rest of the army on. Moving out of our entrenched positions soon enough. Try and get this thing on down the road. So attacking here is going to be weird. I think we end up coming down and taking Newmarket. I think what I might do, though, is cross and come this way at it and come take Newmarket. Take their supply point here. Start with that. Have the Army of North Virginia take this vicinity here and begin to deploy using Williamson's Hill, Shirley's Hill, Manners Hill, and kind of deploy a little bit behind this ridge line here and probably think about what it is we're going to do to push across into these positions. And my guess anyway would be that we end up doing a flanking attack over here. We use this ford, get a bunch of our troops across. It's just that it's not realistic, in my opinion, to be fighting, you know, down a mountain slope. I mean, I think honestly our troops' movement would be hampered considerably moving up here anyway in game. Then there is, of course, the original idea, which was we cross with a big portion of the army maybe here. I don't know. This is a tough one. God dang. They gave us a real quandary here. I got to say. Because we're on the attack now, right? Yep. We are. Always want to try to stay smart. So where is everybody going to be coming on? Buchanan from Edinburgh. I don't think that. I think that's here. Anybody know how to find out what the entry points names are here on the map? I'm going to mention that in the chat. Oh my God. Confederates took this. Or they had it to begin with. Tough to tell. Beautiful country. Beautiful country, I will say. All right, so we'll wind over into the second day without there having been much. August 2nd here. Jump into nightfall, a little redeployment. We'll have more troops on. Wool has arrived. Oh, wait. From where? From where? Oh, I see it now. Fort Valley. Mount Jackson. Where the hell? Wool should be here. Oh no, withdrawn from the battlefield. What? What? Okay. Continue. All right. I'm not quite sure what on earth happened here. Oh, was this the Edinburgh? Yeah, okay. Got it. Oh, shit. All right, continue. Now, okay, thank goodness. We do have his core. Good. He was coming in from back here. All right, good, good, good. Okay, so not, I'd say maybe ideal, but this will work. We'll have some deployments to work on here. And this is where I'd say the battle, like, you know, truly begins, so to speak, the operation against the rebels in this region truly begins. See, we already have, so we could say that much of the army crossed over this side. And we'd be figuring that. So Buchanan's Corps, let's put them up this way. Let's take Williams' Corps and drop them here. Okay, then we got Wessel's First Corps. The Steel Corps, as it were, we'll have here. We'll be deploying see, this cavalry is going to go ahead and get off of there. Come back here. Mount up. All right, Keyes Division. Of Wool's Corps. So McClellan's army, McClellan taking overall command, has decided that the 2 weaker corps will hold a line here, while the other 3 corps make a flanking march toward Newmarket and the Confederate positions that may be in and around over here. That's how we'll make it interesting, I think, and narrative focused, if you will. Or that's one way I think we'll be able to do that. Let's bring some more artillery up, shall we? Ooh, 10-pound Parrott rifles. We do that for sure. 3-inch ordnance rifles. Right there. It's Cav. I'll tell you what we'll do. All right. So this is Van Cleve and Clark. Let's go ahead and mount them back up like that. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to scooch 10th Corps out to the left. Just like this. Like that. And 10th Corps will just take up all of these positions, I think, under Dow. Oh, that's right. Gosh darn it. Okay. Got it. So Clark's going to have to start there. That's fine. Alexander's artillery. Bingo. Franklin's artillery. Bingo. That way we've got Dow all together over here. Cockrell under his command. Right. Now we'll have Keyes here and Ord. Negley. Post. Little John. Hatch. Heyman. Wilder. With this artillery up here, like so. There's Wool's Corps near Cedar Grove Church and Keyes Division. A little further forward right there. Okay, we'll have our line. Wool's cavalry will be here. More of the reserve artillery. Let's put them there. 10-pound Parrots. I think maybe we bring these Parrots back here. And put McClellan up at Grove Church with Wool. All right, so this portion of McClellan's army will be here. And he has been given overall command on the field. Okay, and then we'll work on this. I tell you what, we're going to have to straddle this between streams, boys. We're going to be returning to this one. That's for sure. I'll tell you, I'm afraid. I'm afraid of something. I'm afraid of what's going to happen when we jump back into a saved game. But I think we'll just have to deal with it as it comes. Boy, this one's going to be a fun one when we get back to it. All things come down to this in the Shenandoah Valley. We've got a chance to bag the Rebs, send them on a route out of here. We have them outnumbered. McClellan is going to launch an aggressive campaign to win the war in the Shenandoah in a battle that will be coming up in our next stream. Really appreciate everybody who has tuned in. throughout the night tonight. Happy Thursday to you all, of course. If you've enjoyed what you watched tonight, I'd appreciate it if you'd show the support by hitting that thumbs up button for me. Of course, this is Alternate History Gaming, and I would also love it if you took the time to go back to my channel, dig around in the Grand Tactician content that I have listed there in the playlist for this particular campaign, especially this live streams. Check out all the VODs that I've done. Go back, the videos that I've put together, a whole lot of fun. Consider subscribing to the channel, and if you've been subscribed a while, I know I've got some Steam members in that can tell you that it's worth it to drop $2 a month, become a recruit level member. You start to join the club, so to speak. You become a leader in the chat and here in the community. I'm Bank60s, your humble and gracious player host, humble and gracious as always, thanking you once again and making sure you know that I can't wait to see you in the next one.